For more than 100 years, farmers have been raising livestock within the Youngs Bay watershed. To create pasture, farmers changed the streams and rivers through dikes, ditches, and dams. Tide gates were built into the levees, which stopped the tidal flow and fish from entering streams in the pastures. But this stretch of land just off Fort Clatsop Road got a second chance when the Park Service acquired pasture land and removed the tide gate and replaced it with a bridge.
Where before it was mostly non-native grasses and rush, now looking out over the wetland you can see bright green spots of cattail and bulrush coming in, and this has been a very dramatic change.
With the tides flowing freely, the wetland floods twice a day.
And this creates a very large nursery, rearing ground for young fish that provides them vegetation cover to hide from predators and provides them insects for feeding, and it's very valuable.
Young salmon also use the wetland as a place to adjust to saltwater before they migrate to the ocean. Reconnecting this wetland to the river is part of the bigger puzzle to restore the lower Columbia River estuary, the place where saltwater meets the fresh river water. CREST, the Columbia River Estuary Study Task Force, works with the National Park Service by collecting data about water quality and fish.
Initially, before they put in the bridge, they found 10 salmon total, and then when we came back the next year, we found 122 salmon that season. We saw chum, cutthroat trout, we saw the chinook and the coho, we saw some steelhead.
More fish leads to more questions, such as what do the fish eat and where is their food coming from? To find the answers, CREST scientists use a net and a wooden box to capture the fish for further study.
And we can at least look at things like what species are visiting, how big they are, and then if you look at the length of the salmon, the average length over time, that also tells us something about if they're potentially growing here in the estuary.
Of the 13 salmon species in the lower Columbia River watershed, all are on the endangered or threatened species list. Coupled with the fact that half the wetlands have disappeared, this restoration project is vital.
But if we can give these fish and give these wildlife their historic habitat back, then they may have a better chance of surviving.
Well, in terms of the long picture, this is a great symbol of hope, both for the Park Service and for the region and the nation, because the salmon in the Columbia River were an important species, so numerous and of great value to the native people and the fishermen and their families and to all of us. You can undertake a large and very long-term restoration and over the long haul follow it through to success, and it's there many, many years into the future for people to enjoy and to study and to see the value from.
We invite you to join us in protecting all watersheds and to get outdoors and hike your public lands to experience the benefits that a healthy watershed provides.